Whatever happens to you first when you're experiencing a new person or a new place or a new team will have a disproportionate impact on how you view that person or that experience or that place from there on out. How you interpret the nuances in the gray areas, how you ascribe meaning to what happens to you next will be disproportionately affected by what happened to you first. This is called the primacy effect. You can get great creative leadership benefit from the proper application of the primacy effect when you've reached a place in an organization where you have hiring authority. Consider the likelihood that for most new employees, that first day on a new job is one where their emotions and their passions are most available to their new company. They hope this is the best job ever. They hope this is the place where great adventure is to be found. But most businesses don't take advantage, don't build advantage. They don't continue the recruiting process on that first day to make it a very special day where the new employee isn't just given a tour of where the break room is, but is invited into a series of special meetings and sessions where the important work to be done is laid out for them and where they are asked to provide their fresh perspective on things. Now, if you take special care to help new employees enjoy a great work experience that first day and carry it on through the second day, and why not the first week, and why not the first couple of weeks, and maybe even the first month, and soon the primacy effect starts to kick in. And new employees start to see things from the perspective of an employee that has been shown just how important he is at getting things decided and accomplished, and they will be more likely to take on the big project with a proper creative attitude, as well as take on the day-to-day problems themselves rather than complain about them. Now, you might want to consider the primacy effect when you decide to start your career. Sure, you want to make money, and some of you will have loans to repay, and you need to make money. I get that. But to the extent that you have a choice, I urge you to lean in favor of the most creative environment that you can find, where the people are turned on by what they are doing and aren't afraid to say so. My first job had a profound influence on my life. When I was your age, the last couple of summers of high school, the first couple of summers of college, I was a fishing guide at a wilderness camp in Ontario, where the other guides were Ojibwe Indians. It was one of the best businesses I've ever had a chance to see up close, and Barney Lamb, the owner of Ball Lake Lodge, was very clear about the primacy effect. This fishing camp was accessible only by float planes out of Kenora. Barney owned the float plane airline as well, and because Barney had built this camp into an operation that could host 60 or 70 guests when all the cabins were filled, he had built a very long dock across the cove where his camp sat, because as many as 30 to 35 fishing boats might be going out on the busiest days, and a lot of bush planes were coming in and out with guests. And so Barney had tacked down the great length of that long dock a bright red carpet, so that the first thing a guest would step on when he got out of the plane was the promise of red carpet care. And so that the first time any of Brian's employees, his guides and his camp laborers, which is what I was the first year, a camp laborer, so the first time we saw a guest, we saw them walking on Barney's promise of red carpet care. The first summer I worked there, I was something of a roustabout, loading and unloading planes, hauling and carrying luggage, and it was also my job to take care of the red carpet, to keep it swept clean. And when Barney came walking by, he would explain to me just what I told you, and then he thanked me for keeping the carpet so clean. And the primacy effect has wonderful implications for you as an entrepreneurially creative person. As an entrepreneurially creative person, that's what you're dealing with, is newness. And so it's a tool that you can use, it's a mindset that you can plug into when you are sharing your new ideas with somebody else.